Hi Taurus, welcome to your August 2018 reading. This is going to be perfect if you are Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And yeah, if it doesn't resonate, please check out your other signs. Sometimes they make more sense certain months, and sometimes they fill in some gaps, okay? Taurus. You guys have quite a few swords cards, which I never am really crazy about because swords usually represent struggle, right? It could be mind games, communication. It's a struggle, right? Now, we are in the middle of Mercury having a retrograde. Actually, Mercury goes direct on Sunday, whatever day that is, soon, in about a week from today. Today's the, I don't know. Mercury will be going direct soon, but we are kind of in this hazy phase for a lot of people. So communication may be a little bit wonky. Your thoughts may be a little bit crazy right now and all over the place. It kind of feels like that to me. This feels like a very wishy-washy energy this month. What I will say is on your actual spread, there are no cup cards, right? And then you guys have at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the Queen of Cup cards. I feel like this is Spirit advising you to dig into your intuition a little bit more. I feel like this month you guys are trying to figure out things in a logical sense. And again, kind of taking inventory of the things that have happened and trying to make decisions based on that. But whatever it is about this situation, it's going to require you to use your heart a little bit more. It's going to require you to trust your gut. She's very psychic. She's very in tune with her intuition. She uses it and helps her guide her. You know, like if we know how to tap into our intuition and use it to our advantage, it can be really good for us, right? Along with being practical, along with being logical, along with being methodical, right? I do advise that this is a time that you guys, like I said though, really tap into your intuition this month, especially if this reading is feeling like a love reading, because I say this all the time, the mind is not equipped to handle things like matters of the heart, just like the heart isn't equipped to handle things, pertaining to the mind. They have two different functions, and when we find a way to balance and use them together, then we have a better result. But certain things are just for certain things. When we're talking love, we're talking intuition, we're talking about feelings, we're talking about more of that watery energy. And it feels like, again, for me, this could be a very much a love reading. So sorry, that's probably how I'm going to read it more. Please take it as it resonates and, make the messages work for you if they do. But you're going to have to trust her. It's a time to get into that intuition, really listen to your gut, what your gut is saying to you, because that is going to be your compass this month, right? So we start out 7 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. So this reminds me of last month. Last month, I think I titled your video, Don't Assume. And it felt like you guys were like kind of feeling wishy-washy or iffy about a situation, but you weren't also going out and trying to gain clarity. You were just like almost trying to move on a feeling instead of like really getting clear on something. So we've got the 10 of Swords. This is, honey, this person feels like they've been stabbed in the back. This person feels like they've been, betrayed. This person's tired. I mean, they're like dead. There's 10 swords stacked up on them. Now, I feel like this has also happened because, again, some of you guys have been lacking communication in areas where communication is absolutely needed, right? So you, instead of saying the thing or having the conversation that needs to be had, instead of gaining that clarity, you guys just kept stabbing yourself with more swords. And that obviously doesn't feel good. Okay, we see that. It could too be a lot of you guys putting pressure on yourself. Again, looking at the things that you've done and trying to figure out and see if they've been actually working for you in a tangible way, right? So if you guys have been kind of almost like inventorying your relationships with people, like kind of looking a little bit more closely at things that they do versus things that they say, And from that, maybe you guys have discovered a few things that you don't like, or like just like come into some awarenesses that this person wasn't who you thought they were. This situation wasn't what you thought it was, right? Now I feel like you guys want to begin anew, right? You guys want to start something new. You guys have that desire, that spark of inspiration. Again, this can be for career, this can be for love, this can be just for friendships, relationships, whatever. Um, but this is like a God given gift of creativity, of inspiration, of um, just really moving forward with that zest and that passion. Um, this can also be a very sexual card, right? The wand looks very phallic like. But I feel like you guys want this new beginning. I feel like you guys want something to change. Like you're waiting for that change. You're waiting for that chance. And you do. You have it here. But the problem that I'm finding with it is you've also got this Eight of Swords, like in your root. Like this is the problem, right? So it's like you can't get here with this mentality. And if you are in this mentality, right? If you are in this Eight of Swords, um, if this even presents itself, like if the Ace of Wands opportunity presents itself, you'll be so stuck here that you can't even see this, right? That's how opportunities come into our lives and we miss them because we're not aligned with them. So if there's something new that you are wanting to start, you've got to get out of this space because this space is a space that you put yourself in. Nobody is to blame but you. Yeah, people could have helped in influencing this. Yeah, people could have made you feel away. But at the end of the day, we all have free will. We do have the power to choose. We can choose to stay just like this, right? We can choose. They're choosing. They've gotten themselves so caught up in their thoughts that they can't even see straight. They're blinded as well. You see that, like they can't see, but just behind them there's that castle, and new beginnings behind them. Just behind them, there's the new beginnings. Okay, so it's like if you guys have really been in this place of just feeling stuck and sorry for yourself, because I really feel like it's a lot of mind games going on. Again, bouncing off from the conversation we had last month of you guys just assuming the worst rather than actually finding clarity in that. It's like it's taking you here, right? But you want new, but you can't get new, not good new, with this. You know what I mean? I feel like in the past, a lot of you guys felt like things were coming along, right? So this is like overall abundance. This is like your love life feels good, your house feels good, you're comfortable, you got enough money to, do things and take vacations and whatever. Like this is ultimate abundance in all ways. I feel like you guys felt like you had that, and I feel like honestly you guys still do. I feel like you're letting things overshadow this though. It's like this Ten of Swords energy that you're in of like feeling tired and betrayed and down on yourself. It's preventing you from seeing all the good around you, right? It's like you're still looking at it with skepticism. Like, I don't know, that might not grow. That bush looks a little dead or whatever, right? But you've got the Ten of Pentacles around you. You've got the Ace of Wands around you. You've got the ability to bring together these two energies and really create some great abundance for yourself. And you've had that energy, right? Because that Ten of Pentacles is in your recent past. I feel like you guys still do have it. I just feel like you guys are so overwhelmed with everything else that you can't see it right now. You can't see it. And I find that the easiest and best way for me to be able to see the things that I do have around me is to really, sometimes you have to stop and take time to really thank God for what's there. Like start small, little things. Like I'm thankful I have fucking gas in my car type thing, right? Which leads you to another more positive thought and another thought and another thought and another thought. Instead of letting thoughts stack up on you in the bad way and starting from a low point, you could just start with something simple. You know, because sometimes we forget what a blessing it is to have the simple shit, right? It's like, oh, we want this and we want this and we want this extravagant thing and that extravagant thing. We want this to be like this. But it's like, think about all the crazy, great little things in your life that work out in your favor that we don't even stop and think sometimes. And I mean, that's shitty, right? It's like, and that's how you get more good things, right? Energy attracts like energy. So if we're thinking positive, if we're having that great mindset, then we're gonna get positive. We're gonna get, great things. Now it may take time, and it may not come the way you expected it to. It may not look the way you expected it to. But really, I think this is a time for you guys to really open your eyes up and see the things that you have accomplished, see the things that you do have, finding and being grateful for it, getting out of this Eight of Swords energy where you just feel stuck and like nothing's working out for you, because there are opportunities around you that you can't see because you're too worried feeling sorry for yourself. Okay? Now, near future, what are you guys trying to avoid? Now, this is what I said when we go to, I feel like this is wishy-washy energy, right? Because this is like the common thief, the cheat, the liar, but also a card of avoidance, which I feel more strongly about in this case. And when I say that, it's because right next to it, now I'm going to go out of order a little bit. Right next to it, you've got the Lover's card. This is in your external energy. So again, like I told you guys last month, and I think the month before this, I do feel like there's someone in your life that you really feel connected to. This could be a total soulmate, someone who, you feel vulnerable with, someone who you're able to really shed your skin with. I feel like that shit scares you guys though. It's like, look, these are sitting right next to each other. It's like this person is trying to run away from that. It's like, what are you running away from? Why are you running? Why are you running? You guys are being guided. You guys are being, divinely guided. There's an angel in the sky, like literally looking out for this union. You guys are vulnerable. You guys are in a loving place. Look at this big ass sun. Happiness. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're able to shed your skin with that snake, right? But for whatever reason, you guys are doubting it. It's like, I feel like you guys are too stuck in your head. And again, I feel like this goes back to maybe some of the things that you guys find that you've aligned yourself with, they don't fit your ideal, what you thought you were going to go forward in the future. Whether this is a career, whether this is a relationship or whatever. It didn't fit your idea archetype, right? So you're looking at it like, no. But like if you're being honest with yourself and trusting your intuition and trusting your gut, I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is something that really feels like it could be a really good opportunity, but it's like you have to get out of your own way. You have to stop being this Eight of Swords person, because again, you look, Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers, and they're sitting on the opposite card or opposite sides of the spreads. It's like you guys really could have it all, and all of it is trying to show itself to you, but you guys are so caught up in your own shit right now that you can't even. So under that, with the hopes and fears, you guys had this Fool card. So again, I feel like this is a hope and a fear. It's like you guys are ready to go off on this new adventure, right? You're ready. You're ready for things to start. You're ready to go for the things that you want, but you're also scared because you've got it right in front of you. You've got it right above you, right? You've got it right there, and you are avoiding it. Like you're working overtime to avoid it. It reminds me of someone who like doesn't like someone for a petty reason. Like there's this boy who liked me for a really long time, and I was trying to tell him that I like him back, and he just wasn't understanding that. But I mean, I didn't like him back, but I also had a ton of petty reasons, right? Petty stuff that like just at the end of the day, if I'm being honest with myself, it just doesn't matter. Like I didn't like how his facial hair was lined up. Like that's petty. That was really petty of me. That's how I feel. So it's like, and I'm using him as an example just because, I don't know. It's the first one that popped up in my head. But I feel like a lot of you guys, it's something like that. Like there might be something so small, so petty that you're just like, no, this won't work because he's not 6 feet or something. And it's just like, girl, if you don't stop and like look around and look at the things that really matter. You know, this person makes you feel balanced. This situation makes you feel balanced. This opportunity makes you feel balanced. It's like you're running away and avoiding. You're acting like you're not liking something, but really it's just fear. It's just really fear. Okay? Your headspace. Right now, you guys are really at a time where you're trying to get clear. And trying to be very direct in what you want. Again, I just feel like you guys have to take your feelings with you a little bit. Not to say that the Queen of Swords does not have feelings, but she is not going to rule a decision on that, right? She's going to do what makes sense, right? She's going to do the logical thing. She's going to do the thing that overall makes sense for everybody, right? And sometimes that does mean that she'll sacrifice her own feelings for that. If you are connecting with someone that you, if you're being honest with yourself, feel like could be something, do not let fear get in your way, right? And yes, take your mind with you. And yes, be very direct. And yes, command your respect and all that stuff. And yes, like do all those things, but take her with you. Take her with you. Like they have different approaches. You see this Queen of Cups, she's literally looking at the cup, like she's feeling it. She's seeing how things feel. And this one's like, come here, tell me, what is it? It's like, I think you guys need that balance, those balance of energies, right? Yeah. And then when you do that, you've got the Page of Pentacles as your outcome card, which Libra had the same as their outcome card. Yeah. Page of Pentacles is a learner card. All the pages are learner cards. They're on the cusp of new things. They're trying to learn about the world around them. This person in particular could be trying to learn about, tangible things, money, business. It could be going to school. It's a very young energy. Some of you may need to go back and take the time to get the details. Again, going back and not assuming that you know something or you know how something's going to play out. It's like you need to go back and relearn this thing. Okay? You guys can also be dealing with an earth sign, another earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You guys could be coming into some really good money situations. Like I said, this doesn't have to be about love. This can be like career, job oriented, right? Maybe you guys are getting offers for something new, and maybe it's something that you're avoiding because you're scared. Like, what if it doesn't work out? I'm comfortable with this place. I've been here 5 years. My bosses like me. Da, da, da. So like all these things are making you minimize yourself, right? Shrink yourself down. Again, career or love. But I do feel like you guys have some opportunities ahead of yourself. Again, with this Page of Pentacles, this Ace of Wands, this Fool, Lovers, it's going to be up to you to get out of your little crammed mental headspace to see it and appreciate it. I want to see what this Ten of Swords is about. Ten of Swords and Seven of Swords. Yeah. Someone could have been lying to you. Someone you feel like could have been sneaky towards you. Not being very forthright with you. Avoiding. But again, I feel like this is you guys avoiding. I feel like those things, all those things that you guys were avoiding last month that you didn't want to bring up and you were just assuming, that avoiding, that 7 swords has stacked you up to 10. It's like, yeah, some of these swords are probably warranted, right? And valid that you feel this way from the other person. But a lot of the swords I feel like you guys did to yourself, just on account of trying to avoid a situation. But we can't avoid everything. Like, some things do actually need our attention. And this seems like this is one of those things. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so looking back at this situation, looking back at this job, looking back at this relationship, and, you know, seeing what's worked for you and what hasn't, what seeds have been successful and what has not, and really, with that data, looking at it and trying to decide what you want to do, how you want to move forward, how you want to balance this out. You know, you want the red pill or the blue pill. Now, Eight of Swords, Page of Pentacles. So you got two pages of Pentacles. Some of you guys can just be stuck when it comes to really figuring out what you guys want to do in terms of your career. Stuck trying to figure out how to make, some of you guys might be maybe needing to save for something. And so you guys are trying to find different ways and different sources of income. That could be with that Seven of Pentacles too. Like, you guys have been trying to save, and you've been looking at, you know, the work that you've been doing in order to save and seeing if it even makes sense to continue to do it. Now, the Seven of Swords in the near future. You guys got Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are avoiding, especially if it's a relationship, I feel like you guys are avoiding expressing yourself, avoiding sharing your feelings. Some of you are avoiding spending money or avoiding sharing things with people just in general, right? But I really feel like it's like you guys have this closed off energy. It's like you feel like it's safer to just kind of go about your own business right now and just kind of do you and stay in your own head. So to others, you could be coming off that you're being cold. But I like, in this case, I feel like it's like a defense mechanism for you guys. It feels very much like a defense mechanism. Like, you guys are avoiding so you don't have to get close, don't have to get vulnerable. But I feel like you feel something still. Okay, Fool the World. So this new thing happening, it's time for it to happen. You guys are being supported by the World card. Things are closing up, so, you know, cycles are closing up so that new ones can begin. And look, bottom of the deck right now, you got the Nine of Cups. So this is something that's going to make you feel really happy, really fulfilled. You guys have this great thing around you. Stop being scary. Ugh, y'all are being so scary right now. Sorry. I just want the best for you. I get frustrated. Lovers. Lovers, the Hermit. Yeah, you guys are really taking the time right now to think if this is what you guys want to do. The Hermit card, this person is very, very wise. This person goes to solitude, digs deep to figure out their truth, right? Could be a Virgo person that you are dealing with, especially because you got the Four of Pentacles with that Seven of Swords and the Hermit. Those are both earth energies, Virgo to be specific with the Hermit. It could be you guys are trying to avoid this. In the meantime, you're not just trying to avoid it and just duck off. You're really trying to, yeah, you're just really trying to defend yourself. Now, this person, at you ghosting or you acting weird, they're trying to go with it and be like, what the fuck is up with them? Like, what is this about? Do they really care about me? Do they really like me? Is this like what they do? Is this, do I want to be involved? Right? And then I want to do Page of Pentacles. Four of Wands. So, you guys are going to be coming up on some really good opportunities that are going to allow you to build your foundations in all sorts of ways. Whether it's a loving relationship, whether it's, you know, getting married eventually, whether it's literally a house or just, you know, in a place where you're comfortable and you're building your foundations. I feel like it's going to start small. It may start with a little small offer and it may take a while to build, right? Because it's earth energy. Earth energy is slow. Um, what is going to help you again is really balancing that Queen of Cups energy along with this Queen of Swords energy that you're taking on. Yes, have a little bit of logic, have a little bit of heart, have a little bit of intuition, have a little bit of methodical thinking, whatever. You guys have great things around you already right now. I really do feel that. I really feel like you just can't see it. You're so blinded by this confusion that you're starting to like play these funky, mind games with yourself. Things are feeling weird because you guys are coming at the end of a cycle and beginning a new one. With all this like planetary shit going on, you've got all these retrogrades and these, eclipses and stuff. This does not surprise me. I just feel like you guys aren't like the shifts are a little got you feeling in a way where you're like, hold on, like this happened really fast, or this happened really awkward, or this. So it's like it has you guys a little bit shook, which is why you guys are trying to avoid all this good that's happening in front of you. I feel like it's something where it's like you feel like it's too good to be true. Like this can't be, right? This can't be. And so like as a defense mechanism, you were trying to protect yourself and like avoid a situation. But I don't feel like you really want to. I feel like it's something you like. It's something you could even love. It's something that makes you feel good. But like being vulnerable right now is like asking way too much of you guys right now. Okay? Now I pulled an oracle card, and we've got abundance mindset, which I love because this is all I've been speaking about your thoughts, watching your thoughts, right? So it's abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So again, speaking good things into existence, believing them, acting as if, right? As if they're already here, as if it's already happening for you. Because if you are always thinking like ahead in the future, first of all, that's where anxiety comes from, right? We get anxious and we're like trying to figure out an outcome of something, or, worried about something not happening a certain way. But then also, it's like when you do have little blessings, when you do have these little Ace of Wands things that pop up in front of you, you can't even see them because you're so blinded by too much forward thinking. It's good to get in the now and appreciate things for what they are now. Now, there's also that let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So this is, who else got this? Libra. Okay, so Libra got this, and Libra got Page of Pentacles as their outcome. If you're dealing with Libra, have a lot of Libra in your chart, go ahead and watch. You might want to watch anyways. It's actually a really good read. You guys are both ruled by Venus, and Venus is back in Libra right now, I believe. Anyways, go watch it if that makes sense to you. But in terms of letting your friends help you, just like I told Libra, about really having real conversations, being vulnerable, not necessarily like airing out your business, but like opening up to people, and maybe having conversations with people that you really love and trust and that have your best interests at heart, because I feel like you guys will gain perspective on how to move forward this month in your loving situations, especially if there is someone here that there's a total potential soulmate, but maybe you guys are a little bit scared. Maybe, having someone you talk to and kind of like airing that out so you feel a little bit better, that might help you feel like you want to, or, help you be able to move forward in any way, whether it's away from the person or closer. I feel like a lot of you guys want to be closer, but it's just this very wishy-washy energy of, I want it, but I'm doubting. I want it, but it's not mine. I want it, but I'm not good enough. I want it, but. And just take the buts out, okay? Because you guys, again, have really, really good energy around you. It's going to be up to you to see it, receive it, and take a hold of it and, grab the bull by its horns like y'all do or whatever. So thank you guys for watching, Taurus. I will see you guys next season in Virgo season. And thank you.